the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. We're bringing you the Chicago Bulls out at United Center as they'll face off against the Atlanta Hawks. If you take a look at the Hawks, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. Kyle Korver. I don't know if you call him the best shooter in basketball or not, but he certainly had that tremendous streak of three-pointers made in consecutive games, the NBA record. He can really fill it up.
Yes, his stroke is so pure. He bends defenses to the breaking point trying to close out and contest his shot. He's what a defense calls red, red, red. You know what that means, Ernie?
Don't leave him alone.
Oh, wow, Ernie, you're smart. Your knowledge of the game is, wow, impeccable.
Hey, thank you very much. He's always got the green light, and that's why they yell red, 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 red. Right, Kevin?
Let's meet your Chicago Bulls. Starting at small forward, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 34, Mike Dunleavy. At guard, 6'7" from Marquette, number 21, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler. Starting at the other forward position, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 16, Al Gasol. The man in the middle from Florida, number 13, Joakim Noah. And in guard, 6'3" from Memphis, number 1, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose! The head coach for your home team is Tom Thibodeau.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the Atlanta Hawks come into town in this game. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, introducing the rest of the 2K broadcast team. Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and sideline reporter Doris Burke. And the Bulls start out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll, and it's Teague in at the 1 spot.
You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That applies to Chicago. Once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
6 on the shot clock. Korver kicks to Carroll for the 3, and good on the basket. Book it. Carroll's got the opening basket of the game for the Hawks. Atlanta on D. It's a 3-point game. And that tough defense by the Bulls here in Chicago, Steve, helped them to 27 wins in the United Center.
Well, a tough defense can stifle a lot of teams, and the Bulls have that for sure. That's been the strength of their club for a long time, and when you add that to this kind of home court advantage, it's a pretty tough combination to beat.
Here is Korver. Picked by Horford. Here is Korver, defended by Butler. The floater. Second shot opportunity. Millsap, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
And a nice soft touch on the boards.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Well, easy points, free points for a guy with that kind of strength and agility in the paint. You got to go for every second chance opportunity.
Great open look there. Dunleavy's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
To the middle, here's Teague. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rose dishes to Dunleavy. The feet to Gasol. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Gasol's got his first points of the game. Here's Teague. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Down low. Horford trying to free himself up. Teague can't hit.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Rose passes to Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunleavy's got 6 points.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
There's a good screen. Millsap a screen on Rose. Teague kicks to Millsap. Right side Millsap. The baseline J. And he gets it to go. Chicago trailing here.
Well, Paul Millsap has said he doesn't feel undersized anymore with the way the league is going, but more emphasis now on spreading the floor, so Millsap fits in easier. He can always find somebody to guard.
Now here's Rose. 6 to shoot. Knocked loose. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Teague dishes to Korver. Back to Teague. From about 16. Second chance shot, and Horford with the lay-in.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there. And for Millsap, frankly, his height has really never been an issue. I mean, this is a guy who was a big-time rebounder throughout his days in college. But even though he's only 6'7", that 7-foot wingspan helps, and he's strong enough to hold his own with most forwards in the league.
Now Horford. Carroll kicks to Teague. Millsap against Gasol. And again, it's Paul Millsap. Millsap's got 6. No question, guys, that Millsap can rebound and defend the power forward position with the best of them.
Yeah, you remember he led the NCAA in rebounding all 3 of his seasons at Louisiana Tech. So this guy has a nose for the ball.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Heinrich comes in for Mike Dunleavy. The Atlanta making some changes. Noah with a screen for Rose. Heinrich outside. Out left to the wing. And Gibson kicks to Heinrich. Outside Rose. He dishes it to Noah. 5 on the clock. To end the drought. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
The Hawks leading by 3. Brand a screen on Rose. Bazemore passes to Brand. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. .141 left to play in the first quarter. Scott dishes to Brand. Over Heinrich. Brand with another miss.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane. Coach Mike Budenholzer got early consideration for Coach of the Year award honors in Atlanta before a rash of injuries just sidetracked their season, but a promising young head coach, really sharp.
Now here's Scott. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. outside Rose. The pass to Gibson. Rebound Atlanta. Coach Budenholzer still in his early 40s and led the Hawks to a scrappy performance in last year's playoffs.
I was very impressed with the job he did as the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks in his first season. They were forced to go small with the injuries along their front line, so he went with the spread out, small ball style of play, great spacing, movement offensively, and really was effective with it as they pushed the Pacers to the brink in that first round playoff series.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
Now, the numbers last year for them at the line, not great. Just 73% free throw shooting as a team.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Scott with the screen on Rose. Schroeder to Bazemore. Feeds to Schroeder. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Gibson.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Heinrich passes to Rose. It's good, and he threw contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And the Hawks making a change here. For Chicago, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Here's Schroeder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Scott. To halt the run. There's the bucket. Good. Scott's got it all tied up now for the Hawks. It's all tied in Chicago. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Hawks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. On the court right now for the Hawks. Carroll at the 3 and Millsap at the 4. Teague and Korver in the backcourt. And it's Ontic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Fades. Mirotic grabs the miss.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that. Paul Millsap, a first-time All-Star in 2014, really helped the Hawks not miss Josh Smith that much. He gave them superior production at 2/3 the price. And for value-conscious general managers, that's a big win.
Chicago trailing here. There's the dish to Snell. He feeds it to Gibson. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Al Horford is checked in for Pero Ontic.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Al Horford.
Here's Mirotic. And that's off the glass and in.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Teague dishes to Korver. Back to Teague. He kicks it to Carroll. Shot clock at 6. Korver passes to Millsap. Gibson with the steal. Heinrich against Teague. Heinrich kicks to Mirotic. Back to Heinrich. Here's Gibson. That's short off the rim. Here is Korver. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. The rebound by Gibson. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Snell kicks to Heinrich. Fires for 3. That's good from McDermott on the assist by Heinrich. And now it's a 3-point Chicago lead.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Kicks to Korver. Millsap has the open look. Wide open shot is on the money. Millsap's got 8 points. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Heinrich kicks to Snell. Passes it to Mirotic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Outside Teague. Dishes to Korver. The high post shot. Jump shot is good that time. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Heinrich dishes to Snell. Back to Heinrich. And here is Gibson. Clock at 6. Count it from 12. Gibson's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Bulls. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Kurt Heinrich signing a deal to stay in Chicago. He said, I grew up a Bull in this league and will always think of myself as a Chicago Bull. Guys, his scrappy game is very much appreciated. As Taj Gibson has said, he's one of the toughest guys I know. He doesn't shy away from anything. He's one of those dog kind of players. Back to you.
A great fit in their defensive system. Heinrich accepts the challenge every single night, Doris. Thank you. Carroll passes to Korver. Horford high post. Korver kicks to Horford. Outside Teague. Horford sets a screen for Teague. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
So for the Bulls, Joakim Noah is checked in for Mirotic. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Tony Snell. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Elton Brand's checked in for Millsap. Cephalosha comes in for Damari Carroll. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Schroeder in for Jeff Teague. The Bulls have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. The first free throw is good.
Well, with Derrick Rose out of commission last season, the Bulls again look to run their offense through Joakim Noah in the high post. He assisted on almost 25% of their made baskets when he was on the floor.
Bulls making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Payne's checked in.
And Noah last season becoming the first center to lead his team in assists in over 2 decades. Tallied 14 assists in 1 game. I mean, that was the first time in 35 years a center was able to do that.
And Joakim Noah, the highest assist average since Vlade Divac over a decade ago.
And he became only the 5th center in NBA history to average at least 12 points, 11 boards, and 5 assists per game. That's pretty impressive, partner.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for McDermott. And it's blocked by Brand. Here's Schroeder looking for his first basket still in this one. 6 on the shot clock. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Hawks.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Something else I've liked out of this team today is how they've pressured the ball handler, really forcing turnovers.
Now here's Heinrich. Rose attacking. Back to Heinrich. And the Bulls with another miss.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Rose, and he gets it to go. Rose has got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Here's Schroeder. Brand a screen on Heinrich. Cephalosha with it. Butler covering. Bazemore misses. The Bulls have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And that one's good by Butler.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
The Hawks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Shot from free throw range. And it's Schroeder missing.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Rose goes in. Noah kicks to Rose. Goes back up. That's good. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
Yeah, they're really trying to make a point of getting inside of the paint and getting after every rebound.
Here's Schroeder. Pass to Cephalosha. To the inside. And it's Schroeder missing.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Now here's Rose. He's got 9. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
The Bulls have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Hawks making a change here. And both free throws good for Rose.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
5 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Bazemore. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Bulls as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 slot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. The Bulls leading by 4.
Jeff Teague, one of the quickest and most elusive point guards in the NBA. He's incredible in transition, and where he's really improved is in the half court. He's figured out how to carve up defenses off the dribble.
The Hawks shooting in this game 45%. The feed to Horford. He dishes it to Korver. Back to Horford. Shot is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. Left side Rose. Butler attacking. Back to Rose. The pass to Dunleavy. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists tonight. The Hawks trail by 6. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks, a team that looks to spread the floor with shooting. Coach Mike Budenholzer said, we don't want to just be a three-point shooting team. We want to get to the rim first. By creating that space, we give our guards and our bigs a chance to attack. If the paint is taken away, we'll look for our shooters. Good strategy, Kevin.
Coach Bud coming from San Antonio, Doris. The Hawks trying to create that same kind of spacing. So it's Atlanta now, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Korver, good.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum.
Chicago leading by 4. Rose dishes to Dunlap. Feeds it to Rose. Left side Rose. Here's Gasol on the money from 12 feet away. Gasol's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Teague, the pass to Horford. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Horford's got his second bucket of the night.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Carroll kicks to Horford. Pass to Millsap. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Teague against Rose. Steps back and fires. Atlanta with the rebound. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Horford has a wide open look, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Horford's got the game tied up here for Atlanta. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Well, to get those big in-conference wins, you've got to be able to adjust mid-game, and the Hawks did that very well last season. A lot of runs for them in the third quarter of games.
That's one he knows he should have made.
And here we go. Here's Carroll, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Boy, he is a strong finisher.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
And for the Hawks in the East, guys, finished as the 8th seed in part because of their ability to adjust after the half.
Yeah, they'd end up with 28 wins in the conference, but a lot of them came from their ability to come out strong after the break.
Chicago calls timeout.
A lot of big things happened for Kyle Korver last year, but the one that sticks out in my mind is that he was able to tie and then break the record of 90 consecutive games with a made three-pointer. Says a lot about him as a player, his work ethic, and his consistency.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Gibson comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Heinrich in for Mike Dunleavy. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it.
Yeah, me too. Man, this has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
To the inside. Here's Teague. Plays it up and tanks it in. Teague's got 8 points. And for Korver last season, his streak ending at 127 games with a made 3. And it was his most efficient season, Clark, as far as his scoring.
Well, he was over 90% at the line, and he hit from everywhere on the floor. I mean, an absolute laser from behind that three-point line. You look at...
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points. not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Jeff Teague signed a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Hawks going into last season, and with the departures of some of their other star players, they decided to put the ball in his hands to run their more free-flowing offense, and he delivered in a great way.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Atlanta. Ken Bazemore comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Rose penetrating. And Jeff Teague's shooting percentages, Steve, falling quite a bit last season.
Yeah, but he compensated by getting to the free throw line about twice as often. You know, and that's part of expanding your game. You're going to see some improvement in some areas and maybe regression in others, but he's got to just continue to work. He has a chance to be an excellent point guard in this league. Well, what was supposed to be the triumphant return for Derrick Rose a year ago quickly turned into another nightmare season. Finally returning from that torn ACL in the 2012 playoffs, he managed only 10 games before tearing the meniscus in his other knee. Just devastating. We obviously hope that Rose can come back and put in a full season. Up over 50% now from the floor with the way they've shot this half.
Yeah, that's a nice improvement. It's not a surprise to see them out in front with the way they have shot throughout the entire game, as a matter of fact. They've been very efficient offensively.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gibson. Rebounded by the Hawks. Horford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, you take a look at Rose, who was extremely patient and trying to get back to being on the court, and then he fell victim to another devastating knee injury. Terrific blow for him personally and certainly for the team and the city. But fortunately, the surgery did manage to keep all of his meniscus, which provides a better prognosis as we move forward.
Chicago has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Heinrich dishes to Rose. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Rose has got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
You know, his performance has been so important to this team. He's as dependable as ever, guys.
And Steve, now for Derrick Rose. How will his game adapt to having surgery now on both knees?
Well, he might not be quite as explosive, and maybe that's a good thing if his breakneck style was too much for his joints. But, you know, the mental side of it, that's what I look at. I mean, after missing basically 2 whole seasons, how is he going to bounce back?
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
Pretty good performance from the free throw line last season. He was about 84% from the line.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Pero Antic, he's checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Schroeder in for Jeff Teague. Chicago leading. Rose with the ball. He's got 19. And he gets it to go. Rose has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Bulls lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Korver.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
The Bulls leading by 4. On the court for Atlanta. On the wings, Korver and Carroll. Barawanchik out there with Scott. And it's Schroeder in at the point.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
The Hawks shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
What a great battle these teams are waging today.
Yeah, you get the feeling, Steve, the game could swing on just one or two plays down the stretch.
Heinrich up top. There's the dish to Gasol. Back to Heinrich. Unloads. Again, Chicago. The Hawks trail by 6. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Schroeder out to the wing. Korver passes to Scott. Shot clock at 6. Gibson with the steal. Now Heinrich. To the left wing. Fires it up. McDermott can't get it to go.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it and move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.
Korver. Good. Nothing but net. Chicago leading by 4. And here's Heinrich. He feeds it to Snell. And again, Chicago. No good. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. They set the pick. Ontic kicks to Carroll. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good. And now just a 2-point Chicago lead.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Now here's Heinrich. He kicks to McDermott. Shoots from 12. And again, Chicago. No good. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Scott. Drills the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Chicago calls timeout.
Mike Scott, a second-round pickup for the Hawks. He's gotten an opportunity with their injuries. Just about doubled his minutes last season. A consistent offensive threat off the bench. And he's improved that three-point stroke as well.
Joakim Noah's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Tony Snell. And then for Atlanta, Al Horford is checked in for Barrow Ontic. Millsap comes in for Mike Scott. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, guys, Tom Thibodeau had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, "We're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart." Guys?
This is what you love, guys. Superb defense. A great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And you just cannot afford to give up plays like that at this stage of a tight ball game, guys.
And for Scott, where he still needs to improve is on his defensive side.
Exactly, Kevin. A little more than a speed bump on the low block, and his rebounding numbers fell drastically last season. He's already 26 years of age. His upside, I still think it's there, but not as much as we thought initially.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, the Bulls' offense was not that great last year. As a matter of fact, they struggled to score. But when they did get to 100 points, they were one of the best teams in the league.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws. Well, as you said with the Bulls, a 22-2 record last season when they got to 100 points.
Well, it's a perfect example of how dominant their defense is. I mean, if they got to 100, they knew they could count on their D every single night. But getting to 100 was the problem. They did not score very easily. Look out, guys. I mean, I think there's a lot more where that came from. When he gets it going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
Kicks it to Korver. No one near him. That's good, and so Teague with the assists. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Heinrich dishes to Rose. Double team on Rose. Here's Heinrich. Goes back up, and it's laid in by Rose. Rose has got 27.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
Korver kicks to T. T left side. Here's Horford, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
He is not going to stop battling until that final whistle blows. What a putback.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Rose attacking. Heinrich kicks to Rose. Soft touch off the glass. He has 29. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, Clark, you never like to see a player have to come out of the game with an injury.
Especially when it's your own teammate. But the other guys just have to step up in the meantime to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say.
Kent Bazemore is checked in for T. There's the screen. Horford with the screen on Heinrich. Millsap a screen. Bazemore misses.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Rose goes in. Rebound, Atlanta.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Bazemore.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Now here's Rose. Defense right on him. That one goes.
And now the crowd really getting into it.
Listen to that.
It is shaking in here, guys. Absolutely insane.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 1:19 left in the game. Left in the fourth quarter. And Bazemore kicks to Carroll.
Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. Them both. .114 left in the fourth quarter of this one. For Chicago, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Rose goes in. Horford with the block. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Carroll. Rebound by Butler.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Three-pointer, Heinrich. No luck. Steve, what a big possession right here.
No doubt, guys. You can feel the tension in this building.
Here's Millsap. Good.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Well, Chicago's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Rose sinks it.
Boy, right now it's really tough to stop Rose.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 1. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Picked by Horford. Bazemore passes to Horford. Here's Horford. Oh, off target.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 1. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And the free throws make things a lot more simple for them. Now you just have to guard against the three-pointer. Boy, a 3 here would be huge.
Yeah, a chance to...
Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
What a shot. Just when you thought the game was over, he knocks it down from deep.
Hitting a huge shot like that, you have to think that'll give them some momentum.
And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And so in the game for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll, and it's Bazemore at the point guard. And they convert at last on attempt number 3. Carroll's got the first basket here in overtime for the Hawks. Outside Rose. Heinrich outside. And that one hits back iron.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the game Bazemore's been having, he has 9 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in 3-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
Bulls trail by 4. Overtime still getting started here at just about a minute in. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Free throw line jump shot. And Pau Gasol the bucket on the assist by Rose. And that's now 6 points for Pau Gasol. Atlanta shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Moment here now for an injury report. We've got a chance now to check up on Jeff Teague's status. Chris?
Well, thanks, Kevin. I got some news from Atlanta's head athletic trainer. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. There is no chance of his return to this game, and from the sound of it, gentlemen, he could be out a whole lot longer than just today.
Doris, thanks for the update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't, and unfortunately, you can't afford to dwell on it. I mean, you got to come up with another plan and move forward.
And that's not easy to do, guys, because it's very emotional for everybody on the team to see him go down. But you're right, Clark. I mean, they've got to figure it out and move on.
With the fadeaway. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. Rose dishes to Heinrich. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
Here's Bazemore. Good.
Boy, he quieted the crowd with that big shot. That's a big play.
Yeah, the crowd's been hoping for something to cheer for, but nothing.
Rose attacking. Can't hit. And Atlanta will come the other way. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep. He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Carroll with the rebound. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
Yeah, as long as they concentrate, get a good look at the basket, make this a smart possession, they should be in good shape.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Horford with the screen on Rose. Clock at 6. Horford kicks to Corbin. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
There's Rose with the 3. The shot misses. And so the Hawks take the win. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
And now down to Doris Burke, who is courtside, standing by with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Well, Al, certainly a great team effort. What were the biggest factors in how this team came together for the win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Defense wins championships, and tonight it won this game. Al, thank you, guys.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our Player of the Game, Al Horford.